Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. We got another install. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. It's Samantha. We're back in the chop shop and we got a whole install today. I'm extremely tired. My car is really dirty because we just got back from cruise week. We are installing Torque Solutions, no short shifter today. Now, if you want to know more about this, you should stay tuned and watch the video. Follow me on Instagram right here, here. It's finna get hot today, so don't look at me weird when I'm looking greasy. But ladies and gentlemen, this video is sponsored and brought to you in part by Soggy Hot Dog Media and Reuben Sandwich. And that's everything that comes in the box. With a little bit of grease, you got your rear bushing, that's gonna replace the OEM bushing, and you got your short shifter. And we'll take this out and we'll compare it to the length of the stock one, as this one is 9mm shorter, and you got your hardware to install. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be a pretty simple, easy install. If you're having troubles, let me know, because I'll help you, because that's what I'm here to do. Thanks for watching. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're removing my stock shifter today, and you're actually gonna have to remove all this right here. I'm gonna walk you guys on how to do it right now. So one of the first things you're going to do is you're going to want to pull this piece out right here, and it'll pop out. I mean, it's going to feel like you're breaking it, but trust me, you just got to pull this out. So you have that on one side, and then it's also on the driver's side, so you want to pop that side out. So once you have it popped out on this side, you're just going to stick your hand under there, and then you're just going to push this out. So you can pull it through, and then you can disconnect it so that when you pull this, all this out, it doesn't pull this with it. So you just want to make sure you disconnect that. So now that you got this disconnected, next what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this piece out right here. It's super easy to pull out. You just grab one of the edges and you just pull it up, and all the clips will come off. I literally do this in every 86 I get into, so trust me, it's okay. But then you're gonna wanna try and pull it off, but you can't because it's connected down here. So you're gonna wanna just disconnect this cord right here. Oh Lord, Terry. Oh, here it is. You're gonna just disconnect this right here. And then you can actually pull this right over your shifter. You can set it aside. So now that we've exposed the shifter itself, and then what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna come back here. So now that you've taken this middle piece off, you're gonna wanna take the boot off of your emergency brake. Easiest way to do that is reach from the bottom. So on the bottom on this side, and you're just gonna pull it up, and it'll start to pop out. And then you can just pull this bad boy right over this one. There are two bolts right here. You're gonna take this one out, and then you'll essentially be able to lift out this whole piece, if I'm thinking correctly. So we're gonna remove these two bolts, and then yeah. I forgot to tell you, you're actually just gonna pull this out. It's the little tray where your USB cord was and all that. So you're actually gonna pop this out. I forgot to say that, so pop this out. Now that you've popped that tray out, you have 4 Phillips head screwdrivers, one right here, one right here, one right here, and one right here. So you're gonna undo all these, and then this whole piece will be able to come out. So let's do that. Yes, Lord. All right. Now that I've taken out all the screws and bolts, I believe, oh, wait, one more thing. So before you can pull this all the way out, you just wanna make sure that you have this cigarette lighter right here. And then when you try and pull it, it's connected. So you're gonna wanna disconnect that first so you don't damage any wires. But other than that, we should be good to go for the pull out. All right, so what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take this out right here. Just gonna twist this thing out right here. Yes, Lord, yes, Lord. I've been trying to keep everything together up here in my little cup holder. then you want to disconnect, or not disconnect, but unscrew this bad boy. Oh Lord! Oh, there we go. And then you can remove this little foam piece right here. Then what you're gonna want to do is you have these 4 bolts right here, 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 and here. And you're gonna disconnect, oh, right here. You're gonna disconnect these, and then you'll be able to get to your short shift. I mean, you'll be able to get to your shifter to disconnect all this. And just to let it, oh God. And just to let everyone know, these bolts here are 12 mil, so you're just gonna need a 12 mil to disconnect them. All right, so this is where things get a little wet and wild now. So you've taken off your dust boot, you've taken off everything that covers it. So you're gonna disconnect these 4 bolts right here. But what you wanna keep in mind is this little plate right here, this little guy, this is your reverse lockout. So the thing is, you always wanna keep in mind that, you see how it's, like if I wanted to go into first gear, I can go into first gear and that's first. But if I wanted to go into reverse, I lift this up. So you wanna make sure that this is set when you put it back correct, that you can go into first and into second with no problems. Because if you mess this up, then you could accidentally go into reverse and not even know it. So you always want to make sure that you can go first, second, reverse. So keep that in mind. All right, my camera got a little too hot, so it doesn't want to cooperate. So there's this little shifter boot, or like little dust boot, I guess you could say. It doesn't want to come off, you know, with me just using my hands, so I'm probably just going to cut it off. If you figure out how to get it off, then you can put it back on and take it off, but this is my race car, so I'm just going to cut it off. So I just went ahead and pulled it off, but you're going to remove this little guy right here, this little guy right here. You're going to pull that out, and then you'll be able to pull out your shifter. So we'll do that right now. Make sure you don't lose it. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to take it. You're gonna want to take it, stick your finger right here, and just pull it out. Then, after you do that, you should be able to pull the whole assembly out. Oh wait, you want to make sure that you get it all the way out, just like that. So now I can pull the whole assembly out, just like that. So if we're just looking at it from a side-to-side comparison, you can see how this one's longer in the middle, so that's what makes this one a short shifter. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to show you. And then you're going to take this little dust boot right here, and you're going to put it on the new short shifter, and then you're going to grease this bad boy up on the ball and all that. And then it doesn't probably hurt to throw a little bit under the your reverse lockout, just so that thing gets gliding. Yes, Lord, look at that. All right, so when you're installing it, you can see how it's bent. You want to make sure that the bend is facing forward, so that when you drop it in here, it's back and not forward. Because if you put it in like this, then it's going to be angled forward, and you're going to be smacking into this stuff up here. So make sure that that bend is facing forward when you put this in. You're just gonna drop it in just like that, and then you're gonna reconnect your shaft down here, and you're gonna want to make sure that you reinstall. Oh Lord, I dropped it. Oh no, that little clip. Oh God, let me find it. Oh Lord. All right, I found it. You want to make sure you put it back in, everything back in properly. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. One thing that you want to make sure of is that you grease the linkage that connects your short shifter to your transmission. So make sure you grease up that linkage just a little bit, just so that, you know, nothing sticks. And then what you're going to want to do is reinstall your washer and your clip. After you get that clip in there, which is pretty difficult, make sure you don't drop it. We're going to reinstall the top plate and our reverse lockout. And like I said, to make your life a little bit easier, or make my life a little bit easier, however you do it is up to you. So that's third. I'm gonna put it in first, and then I will line up my reverse lockout and then tighten down on my bolts, and we should be good. I'm doing mine in a star pattern just to, I guess, put the pressure down correctly, just so everything's seated nice and right. All right, it seems to be in good working condition. I mean, we'll see if my first gear is where I left it, and that's reverse. So after you get your interior reinstalled, everything's good, doesn't look like anything's going anywhere, just we'll put your shift knob on it. Wow, look at that right there. And we're done with the top side. Now we're gonna go to the bottom side and install the rear, looks about right. Install the rear bushing that goes on the bottom, and I'll show you guys how to do that now too. Under your car to do the rear shifter bushing, and it's actually right there. So you have one on the driver's side right there, and then you have one on the driver's side, opposite side, right there. So they're two 12mm bolts. So you're gonna unbolt those, but an easier way to get to them is by unbolting your drive shaft support, which is right here. Yeah, these two bolts right here, and then there's one on the other side, so you want to unbolt those. You'll let it hang right on top of your exhaust, and then you'll be able to access those bolts. Once you do that, you're just gonna reinstall the new bushing, and then you'll be all done, and we'll go for a drive. Oh Lord, let's hope all my gears are where I left them, that my reverse still works and all that. I will say that it doesn't shake as much as like what it used to when it was stock. Oh God, it definitely feels shorter. Amazing! Oh Lord, Terry! Oh Lord, Terry! Oh my God! Oh my God! Fort the Fifth is insane! This is absolutely crazy. Definitely worth the money. 110%. Don't have a short shifter, you are missing out on the shortest throws I have ever seen. These are just such short throws. Like, it's just effortless. Effortless! Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to take a shower, which means that is effectively the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button or that like button, or to follow me on Instagram and to follow my new photography/videography page, where I'll post most of that other stuff that I don't normally want to flood on my Instagram with. So you can follow that too. That'll be on my Instagram. All that stuff's linked down in the description. But if you guys enjoyed this install and it helped you out, or maybe you think it helped someone else out, share it with them. Tell your friend, tell your mom, tell your aunt, tell your sister, tell your brother. Hide your friends, hide your wife, because they're raping everybody out here. But I will see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for the Cruise Week videos. Those will probably be out before this video, so if you haven't seen those, go watch those. And then come back and watch this one. But if you already watched this one, go back and watch those. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.